Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to week 12 of training. That's right, I went back, I counted weeks, went on the calendar. I am, at this point in time, I am 9 weeks out from my competition over in Covington, Kentucky. There's a very high likelihood that I will actually be competing. I haven't actually made my entry fee yet, but that will be coming up pretty soon. But without any ado, let's just jump into this week's training and then I'll catch you right back here. And welcome to the commentary. This is Monday morning. This is a dead bench and it's set pretty much just like an inch above my chest. 250 pounds here, moving for what I called an RPE 10, but it's mainly just because of this last lift. Again, just got a little bit out of groove. My elbows flared out. Everything just kind of went to hell after that. 245 was moving for an RPE 8 for the set before and of course the set after. Here's strict press. I did 3 sets and this is my top set of 160. The other 2 sets were at 155. And then after that, I used the brand new to my gym Mike Bartos 4-way grip to do 25 pounds for sets of 5 on chin-ups, and this is an awesome tool for this. I actually really enjoyed it. Afterwards, I loaded up and used the Grapito to do landmine press, 50 pounds on the bar. I haven't done these for a while, and it was really cool to bust out the Grapito and to use it again. And of course, getting to use my brand new Clever Built landmine is never something I'm going to complain about. But I did that for 10 reps per side, and using the 50 pounds was, I'm just going to call it the right amount of weight. If you haven't used a Grapito before, you should check out my review of it right here. I think that they're a cool tool to have in your arsenal. They are as unlimited in potential as you are willing to use your imagination and how to use them. And I don't mean that in the way you think I mean it, so stop going there. You don't want none of that in your life. After that, I moved on to day 2. Started off with some Buffalo bar squats. These were 345 pounds. I programmed this 3x3 for an RPE 8. I did 345 for 3 sets and called it an 8.5 on this one that you're watching right here. And I feel like that is an accurate assessment. I ended up actually taking video from the front because while I was lifting, I thought I was having some knee cave issues. Also, if you pay attention, I'm testing out some brand new Buffalo bar blocks. Those are 3D printed ones, and so far they've been holding up really well, and I'm definitely not going easy on them. But anyways, going back to that front view, I took the front view and my knees weren't collapsing like I thought they were, which is a good thing. But it's always good, if you're in the gym and you take video just to make sure that you form check yourself, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. After that, I moved on to some single arm dumbbell rows, 115 pounds for 3 sets of 6 per side. And I am using a pin through the rack. That's one of the band pegs that you normally get with your rack. And using that basically just to kind of brace myself a little bit. I am trying to go for a little bit heavier weight using a little bit of body English, but I do find that it does help me being bent over to just have something to kind of put my arm on. Normally I would use like my bench, but in this case, the 25-pound plates are too tall to roll underneath my bench and I'm too lazy to turn around. After that, I did some safety squat bar mode on my transformer bar and some Bulgarian split squats. This was 3x5 for 145 pounds. These are still pretty ugly. I haven't programmed these for a very long time, but you will see them more and more because, hey, if you suck at something, you should probably try to do it a little bit more often. After that, finished with the ab roller. I was working on doing some standing ab roller stuff before I moved into Garage Gym 4.0. I might still start doing that again, but for now, just doing it on the floor is fine by me. After that, moved into day 3 and started with push press. And I had programmed this at for 5 sets of 2, but I was going for a third. Like I wasn't against the idea of hitting a third. The problem was at 205 pounds, I was just not feeling it this morning. And I think I was just anticipating the failure, but I had a whole bunch of failed attempts, except for this one, my final attempt. And here it is, 205, 1, goes up nicely, 2, goes up nicely, 3, try to block that mental block, get stuck a little bit, but still, recruit the triceps and dig myself out of that hole. Finished the lift, felt really good to be able to actually get 3 in there. After that, moved on to close grip Buffalo bar bench. What I did is basically line my hands up on the inside of the knurling, calling that close grip for now. And 215 pounds for 3 sets of 5, going all the way across. And right after I was basically switching from doing this lift into the next lift, my daughter decided to wake up early at like 6 a.m. and scared the living crap out of me, so I decided to make her a part of the lift and did some cable tricep push downs with 70 pounds. I did throw a scale underneath to make sure that the weight was accurate. And just as a note, I do so look forward to my surplus strength rack, especially looking forward to that brand new pulley. I literally can't wait. Like, I am ecstatically excited. So we move into day 4, deadlift. And I had programmed for 1x2 at an 8.5, and 435 is what I thought I'd be at. But I went and pulled it for 1 and it just flew up. So I was like, you know what, we're going up to 455 pounds. Now, I did kind of misgroove the second one a little bit. My hips kind of rose a little bit before everything else. So the second rep was a little bit high. I called it an RPE 9. And then I did my back off sets at 405 pounds. Moved on to transformer bar front squats. Here you're looking at 255 pounds for a set of 5. And I am using the transformer bar to its greatest potential. I am currently on the 3rd intensity for the front squat setting. With every 4 weeks, I move up in RPE as well as I move up in the intensity setting of that bar. After that, use the 4-way grip to do some landmine rows with 135 pounds. These ended up being a little bit more difficult than I thought that they would be because I'm attaching the 4-way grip to the bar using just like what you get from Rogue when you buy any of their attachments. So then we move into Strongman Sunday, not Strongman Saturday. Log clean and press, here's 210 pounds, it flew. 220 pounds, also flew. 230 pounds, you know, started to feel a little bit heavy, but it still went up. It actually looked better than 230, rather. So here's 240. Now 240, it took a little bit of effort. My clean felt a little bit wonky, and if you watch, my elbows drop a little bit, but still finished it out, ground out the rep. And if you know anything about my training, you know that 250 pounds used to be my max. And I was like, oh, that's neat. Let's go for 245 because I want to make sure I've got it if I've got it. With overhead, I find that smaller jumps are way better. And 245 pounds got stuck. I decided to walk away because I'm still 10 weeks out. So I've got really good hopes and dreams for my log press. After that, moved on to frame for 50 feet. This is my Farmer's Handles with a Music Metalworks, which is a fabricator down in Dallas, Texas. He can hook you up if you live anywhere around there. And I did 4 runs at 405, 425, 445, and then what you're watching right here is 455 pounds. Felt really good, was moving pretty good. Grip wasn't really giving out yet, but that's not the concentration of today. Today's concentration was overhead, and with it being a Sunday, I didn't want to exhaust myself. After that, I busted out my Grapito hub and decided to go ahead and set a new PR, and I ended up going up to 52.5 pounds, which is right here. And I did this kind of like 1.5 on my right. So like there's a good rep right there. And then I ended up doing a bunch of back offs at 34 pounds, which is right here. But that's pretty much it. So went up to 20 reps per hand, which was pretty near exhaustion. Just kind of just working sets of 4. If you've never used a hub before, I feel like you should. For pinch grip, it's an amazing tool to use. But that's pretty much it for week 12. That's been it for this week's training. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys that tune in every single week. I really do appreciate it. You might think I don't, but I really do. Show me some love, give me a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you right back here for week 13. Until then, remember, always keep your garage gym training better, awesome, and of course, badass. I'll see you next week.